There's so much that the majority of dentists don't know.
Dental school teaches you how to become a dentist. It doesn't really teach you to become a businessman. We're hoping to uncover some secrets to help you through that so your practices don't fail.
All dentists know the common career paths, but how do you know which path is right for you, and are there other options out there?
On this podcast, we will be chatting with industry experts. We want to bring you the knowledge and resources you need to take your career to the next level and break down those industry secrets interview by interview.
We are here to ignite a revolution in the dental landscape
and help you, the dentist, build the career you have always wanted.
I'm Dr. Cassidy Reader.
I'm Carter Frank.
And welcome to the Revolution Dentistry Podcast. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the very first episode of the Revolution Dentistry Podcast. I'm your host, Dr. Cassidy Reader, and this is my co-host,
Carter Frank.
We're very excited to be here with you. We wanted to take a few minutes just to introduce ourselves and kind of give you an idea of what this podcast is for and what you can expect to get out of it and why you're going to want to stay with us throughout this journey. Carter, tell us a little bit about yourself. I know that you have a very rich history in dentistry. It goes back generations in your family. You guys have, helped many dentists in your family find that success that they've been wanting. And tell us a little bit about that and what it's looked like for you personally getting into this industry.
Of course. So my great-grandfather was a dentist, and so was my father. Some of you may have heard of my father. His name is Dr. Brady Frank. He's a pretty influential part of the dental industry. He started a few companies such as Phasing Out and Transition Time, as well as authored a few books like Healthcare Real Estate Secrets and DDSO Strategies. So he's been in the industry for a while now, and he's helped countless amount of dentists build passive income through things like private lending and real estate, as well as expand their locations or even transition out of dental entirely. So a little bit about my background. I've been in the business side of dentistry for about 4 years now. And Dad took me under his wing. He said, Carter, you could either climb the corporate ladder by yourself, or you could take my 20 to 25 plus years of experience and build off of that. So that's what I've been doing. And I've spoken at a few seminars on things like private lending and deal flow. So that's a little bit about myself.
Wow.
Dr. Cassidy, tell me a little bit about what inspired you to become a dentist and what further ignited the flame inside of you to be an entrepreneur.
Yeah, for sure. Well, it all started from a pretty young age. My grandpa is actually also a dentist. It goes back a couple generations in my family as well. He was the first American Indian dentist ever, actually. He graduated 1956. He's 93, so wow. Pretty big legend, Dr. George Blue Spruce. And from a young age, he's always inspired me a lot. He's done a lot in his career. Not only was he the first American Indian dentist, he also achieved the rank of Assistant Surgeon General in the Public Health Service. And for, those wondering what that means, it's about the equivalent of a Rear Admiral in the Navy. And so, I grew up saluting him. Just kidding, no, I didn't. But he's always been a really big influence in my life and has inspired me a lot to become the dentist that I am today. I'm a part of the Society of American Indian Dentists. You wouldn't imagine I'm American Indian, but, I'm about a quarter. You can tell, by the red hair.
The red hair is fantastic.
But, so that's kind of what started my journey in dentistry. He's been a big mentor to me and has helped me, through dental school. I went to A.T. Still University, very public health, driven school. I've been working for an American Indian community on the reservation here near Phoenix, Arizona, which is where I'm from Gilbert, born and raised. And, but my journey into entrepreneurship has also started from a very young age. My father is the founder, and CEO of Crank Golf, which is a really cool golf company that that my dad started out of our garage when I was in second grade, and he's grown it, to a very impressive business today. Bryson DeChambeau, if any of you are into golf, uses crank golf drivers and fairway woods.
Boy, I'll tell you, I'm into golf, but I cannot hit the ball for the life of me.
Hey, no, I've seen you, Carter. You've got a better handicap than I do, buddy. No,
It's difficult.
it is really tough. But so my dad has inspired me to be an entrepreneur from a very young age, and that's what brings me here today. Is that mix of both those histories of my grandfather being a dentist and making a huge impact in the dental community, and my father being an entrepreneur, and me seeing the blessings that come from both sides. And so I was like, why don't I just match, why don't I just combine the two of them and see what happens? And so we're here today. So I've been enjoying serving my American Indian community, but I'm also enjoying the path of ownership and entrepreneurship. I'm in the process of purchasing my first 2 practices right now, which has been very exciting. And, I've learned so much, especially over the past year and a half. And that's part of the reason why Carter and I wanted to start this podcast, is to help you guys understand all of these, and I'm going to say it, secrets that are out there in the dental industry, because there are a lot of secrets. And that's what I've been learning as I've been pursuing this entrepreneurial path in dentistry, is there's so much that a lot of dentists, the majority of dentists, don't know. And it's all these details that are going to help so many different dentists find the success that they're looking for. And I believe that dentists deserve that. We've worked really hard, and many dentists have been in the game for decades, have owned practices, and are looking for, a way to get the most out of their career. And in my opinion, they deserve that. And so success looks different for everybody, right, Carter? Success
Exactly.
looks different for everybody. But what we want to do is help each individual dentist, or as many as we can, figure out how to achieve that success that they've always been searching for. And we're going to do that by interviewing the experts who know these industry secrets, who can help us, every single dentist, figure out what it takes to get there.
Right. And
Yeah, tell me about it.
I've heard many stories, many sad stories of practices that fail because of simple things like poor marketing or bad client retention, and maybe they're not keeping good track of their accounts receivable, and it gets too high. They don't know how to manage it. So for these doctors, these practices they're not just the business; it's their livelihood. They put a lot of time in it, and dental school teaches you how to become a dentist. It doesn't really teach you to become a businessman, right?
Right,
So we're hoping to uncover some secrets to help you through that, so your practices don't fail, right?
right.
So I don't want to spoil any names for you guys, but there's some very, very popular people in the implant industry and in the client retention industry coming onto this podcast, and it's going to be a really good time. You guys are going to want to stay tuned.
That's right. Thank you, Carter. I appreciate that. So with that, hopefully you guys got a little glimpse of who Carter and I each are, and why you guys are going to want to stay tuned and learn from all of these incredible people that we're going to have on. And besides that, we look forward to seeing you guys the next episode. Thank you.